My name is Jeff List. I'm a third-year PhD student in the Department of Theater, and I serve as the University Theater dramaturge. My role as University Theater dramaturge, I do more of an outreach effort. I try to communicate the goals of the play to other departments, other student groups, to get them involved and show them the values of theater and show them the values of Shakespeare, specifically today, because frankly a lot of times people will wonder, well, why are we still doing Shakespeare? It's also interesting to know the Shakespeare sources. A lot of what he writes has been based or inspired by, say, actual events. Like there was really a Macbeth. In 1040, he killed Duncan to gain control of what we would now know as Scotland, and he ruled for 14 years. The big difference between the two Macbeths is, from all accounts, the real Macbeth was fairly equitable in his rule. He wasn't a tyrant, as he's called throughout the play. I like to go back to some of the original writings from around the time, and one that I found interesting was James I wrote his book Demonology in 1597, and that he goes through and does a thorough discussion of witches, how they're, basically have succumbed to the devil. And he even goes specifically into who is susceptible to being bewitched. We know that Shakespeare tried to, in some respects, in some ways, ingratiate himself to King James. And so certainly King James' views on witches then is pretty pertinent to the way Shakespeare constructed the play. With regard to the witches in the play, I think the interesting question the director and the audience has to ask is, what role do the witches really play? I mean, do the witches make Macbeth do the things he does? Do they push him to do it, or do they really just ignite a fire that's already inside him? The themes and the ideas that he presents are still relevant today. If we can encourage students, high school students, other Kansans, to come and watch Shakespeare, and hopefully there's an appreciation that they can build for what he has done, because he's not probably the most studied playwright of all time for no reason. I mean, he really does have beautiful language, and he speaks to themes that are really important. And so if we can provide better ways to have students access that, then I think that's valuable.